protect, but they brought their batons down.
Here's Wayne LosTsouL. Woo!
Raccoon, New York City, Otto Shrunken Head. The ReW WhO show. This is called The Parade.
I saw the faces standing in the crowd, heard the screaming as they brought their batons down. Yeah, they brought their batons down. I can't believe what I saw here today. I thought the policemen were meant to protect, but they brought the batons down. Yeah, they brought the batons down. And don't let them tell you that there's nothing left worth fighting for. And don't let them tell you that your freedom ain't worth fighting for. Freedom ain't worth fighting for. Come join the parade. Come and make a difference to our world. A helicopter blocked out the sun. The jackboot thugs, well, they were having fun as they brought the batons down. Yeah, they brought the batons down. I saw a young girl bleeding from her face, 'cause law and order seemed to have no place when they brought the batons down. Yeah, they brought the batons down. And don't let them tell you that there's nothing left worth fighting for. And don't let them tell you that your freedom ain't worth fighting for. Freedom ain't worth fighting for. Come join the parade. Come make a difference to your world. It seems so easy to hide their crimes, but they don't know they'll never change our minds as they brought their batons down. Yeah, they brought their batons down. Don't let them tell you that you have no right to use your voice, protest, to stand and fight, and they'll bring their batons down. Yeah, they'll bring their batons down. And don't let them tell you that there's nothing left worth fighting for. And don't let them tell you that our freedom ain't worth fighting for. Freedom ain't worth fighting for. Come join the parade. Come make a difference to our world.
Wow. Come closer. Come grab your mic. Wow, I love that song. I want to join the parade. So, do you have a favorite parade? Do you have parades?
We don't really have parades in.
We have parades.
The only parades that we have in England, which I'm glad to say, you know, are not looked upon with as much scorn as they used to be. We have kind of gay pride parades
Yeah, we
in
have
England
that.
now. We have May Day parades, but they're usually nonsense.
You don't have the Thanksgiving Day
No,
parade.
we don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
I know, I'm kidding. Today is the day that the Mayflower, actually the Pilgrims arrived at Plymouth Rock. Do you remember that day?
I wasn't actually around then. I don't remember it personally. I have learned it in history.
I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of good
wow,
history
that
there,
is a really good song. I
Thank
like
you
it
very
a
much.
lot. So what is freedom to you, actually?
Well, freedom's about being allowed to sort of do what... I believe that you should be able to live your life how you want to live it, so long as you're not hurting other people. You know...
Now, do you find that you hurt people without meaning to hurt people?
Well, unfortunately, we always...
Yeah, we
all
do.
do that. That's a human trait.
Exactly.
But I think, you know, inevitably you're always
Now
going to
how-
hurt somebody, but
Yeah,
I
but-
think you can kind of sort of live your life.
I know, but how can we make that a mainstream thought? Like, I mean, for me and you and like people that we are like-minded with, it makes no sense to not think that way.
But unfortunately,
like,
we all
why
have
is it?
government. We have governments that want the people at each other's throats. We have governments in this country, you know, in the United States of America,
And we're a lucky
in
country,
England.
and
It
you're
seems
a
like
lucky
all the
country.
people that make the rules and have all the money don't want to see people like us have a good time.
Well, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. And they like to keep people at each other's throats.
Sure.
Whether it's through class war, racism and stuff.
It's funny that you
because
mention
if the people are at each other's throats, they're not going to all just go, hang on, what's wrong with government?
The
And
government-
because that's what the people, heaven forbid something would happen to their money.
I
You
always
know.
got a feeling that, see,
know.
like, say you have a war, right? Both governments are on the same side, and they use the
I wanna
people in their
war with
countries
you.
to fight each other to both benefit.
Yeah, but we
And
don't want to waste
I
our
don't
time
like
talking
the
about
concept
that.
of countries because it segregates everything. It puts us in gangs.
Yeah.
You know, it's too bad we can't look at it just like one planet and
I know. So
unify
let's
something.
pretend in a
But that's why music
beautiful
is great,
world. It
because-
is National Candy Cane Day.
Do they got this? Is this like in
And,
England too? Do they celebrate
Well,
this?
we have candy, but we call it sweets.
Yes.
Actually, we call this would in England this would be called rock.
Nice!
And
we got something else.
we have the Las Vegas of England,
Yeah.
which is having been to Vegas and having been to Blackpool, which is on the northwest coast. And in Blackpool every year there's Rebellion Punk Festival, which is like the
Nice.
biggest
Do
punk
they got
festival.
casinos too? It's like a Vegas?
Well, they have. Well, I'm not going to call them proper casinos because I've been to Vegas and I've been in proper casinos. In Blackpool, they're trying. But again, the government don't want them because they're not in London, and the government in England, they don't want the money going outside of London, really.
That royal family's paid, man.
Well,
that's-
then you start on the royal family.
Well, you know, they're having that baby.
They got so much money.
They need a 24-carat
Yeah.
bassinet, right?
Well, what they need to do is fuck off and get jobs.
Nice.
That's what
Word.
they need.
They need to throw that money at everybody. Like, here.
Well, they don't. I mean,
So wait, let's go back just to you personally. Forget politics. We're gonna.
Yeah,
sorry,
man, God
we
save
don't
the
have
Queen.
time for politics right now. I want a skeleton from your personal
Oh,
life.
now you asked me this last time.
Yeah.
I've got
We want the skeleton.
We want a bloody new one, baby.
Oh man, I'm
It can be an old one,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
a different
yeah.
one.
What did I?
You can't tell the oregano thing because that doesn't count. You
No,
gotta-
well, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
You're right, you're
If I
right.
was selling pretend drugs, I'd be proud of that. That would be coming out right now.
Yeah.
Oh, what things I've done? There's a lot that
Just
I really.
one.
Well, I don't want people to think too bad of me.
I
already
think that
do.
they won't.
Well, they already do. But what the skeletons?
Trust me, in America, we admire this kind of stuff.
When did you get your first tattoo?
Oh, when I was very young.
Like where?
I'll tell you a great story,
Okay,
actually.
that's it.
I'll tell you a
That's
great
the
story. It's not too much about thing. I was on tour in England, and there's one of my songs. One of my songs is called LosTsouL, and I always tell this story before I play it live. I usually end my show with it. And I was on tour in England, and there's service stations on the motorways. Like, I don't know if you have them in America on
Oh, yeah.
freeways. Yeah.
We got
Right.
those.
So we have these.
Petrol.
Yeah, they get petrol and you can get coffee and
Yeah.
cigarettes.
You can get all kinds
and
of other
basically,
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
shit. Well, you
For
actually,
you.
well, no, you can't. I believe there are service station prostitutes. I've never
There is.
sampled them myself, but I
I
believe
got
there are.
stalked in those stations.
But
once.
anyway, so I'm at a service station in the northwest of England, which is called Lancaster Services, which is near this town called Lancaster.
Sure.
And it's quite a sunny day, which there's not many of in England. So I've got no coat on, and I've got coffee, and obviously, like in New York, you can't smoke inside. So I'm stood outside in the sun, and I've got my sunglasses on, and I've got my coffee and a cigarette, and I'm feeling pretty cool. And these nuns, yeah,
Sisters?
yeah, the sisters, but we call them nuns. There's a coach load
We
of them.
call them nuns. Oh, right. You call sisters nurses.
Well, yeah.
Right,
but
yeah,
there's
I know.
also sisters are nuns. But anyway, there's this group of them, and they're on a coach trip, and they're coming from Ireland through England to go to France. And the Mother Superior, who's like the boss, I don't know what you call a gang of nuns. I like to call them a
gang of
swarm.
nuns. I love it.
I like to call them a swarm of nuns.
posse.
Yeah, a posse. And this nun comes up to me, and she's quite little, and she's in her penguin outfit. And she points at me And she goes, "You are a disgrace." And I'm like, "Hello? What?" And she said, "You're going to hell.
Oh,
Because
thank you.
God didn't give you your skin to draw all over." And I'm like, "Well, excuse me. I didn't do any of my own tattoos, so go and find the tattoo artist that did them, and they're going to hell." But then I finished the conversation. I wanted to carry on, but they just left. And I just said, and anyway, I was going to hell long before I ever had a tattoo, and I had my first one when I was very young, so mind your own business. And then I proceeded to ask the question, well, hang on, why do you feel it's okay for you to come up and
criticize?
Yeah, and criticise. I would never dream of coming up to you. I don't believe in God.
That's because you're a logical person. I don't either.
If you do, that's fine. I don't mind. But, you know, you've come up to me in a swarm and started abusing me. I would love to say that they got me on the floor and kicked shit out of me. They didn't. That would be a much cooler finish to the story, that if I'd been beaten up by nuns, but I wasn't. But anyway, you know, to me. But I did write a song called "LosTsouL" about it. You know, about
Good for you.
About you know.
And how can people hear that song? Where can
Well,
they find
you can. You know, I have the usual Facebooks. I have the WayNe
And it will be on our ReW WhO page.
Reverb Nation.
And it's all
you know.
WayNe LosTsouL.
Yeah.
Exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, WayNe LosTsouL. On Facebook, I have to just I have WayNe LosTsouL. You can be my friend, but my music page on Facebook is just LosTsouL.
There you
Because let's be honest, Facebook is a necessary evil.
It is.
I don't like it, but more people visit my Facebook site than my proper website.
Exactly.
So what do?
You go with the flow.
You do. You just got to do what you got to do.
And how long have you been in America with this trip?
This trip, I only got here yesterday.
And you're leaving New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And
It's just
what else
this is
do you
like a
have lined
holiday.
up?
Well, whilst I'm in New York, nothing really. In fact, I'm gonna try and find sort of a booking agent and what have you whilst I'm here on this trip, because I want to come back and play some gigs. But this is kind of a holiday for me, because I have been literally on tour for a year now.
Good for you.
And this is my favourite city in the world.
Yay!
Nice. And I love this place. Otto
This is
and we love WayNe LosTsouL.
One more thing, I love that necklace, bro. I've been
Well, do you
that
know,
is wild.
this was made by a guy in New York called Peanuts. Do you remember a shop on East 10th Street called 99X?
Yes.
Yeah,
I know.
I know
I believe
that
it's
it
gone
was
now.
upstairs.
Yeah, it was. Well,
I know, and I'm not just making it up.
I bought this from 99X about 6 or 7
Is that
years
a
ago.
bomb?
It's a love bomb, and it was made by a guy called Peanuts. And it's really funny, because I was once flying in either in or out of America, and one of the cops said to me, "What's that round your neck?" And I was so tempted to go, "It's a bomb," but I thought, not a good idea. So I'm like, "It's a love rocket."
Take one for you and one for the lady.
Awesome.
Yes, and thank you for visiting.
It's
Come
been
back
great to see you.
anytime.
It's been great to see you.
I want to tour with you. I want to open for you all through Europe one day.
Awesome, let's do it.
I want to. I can live out of an easy car.
An easy
Shower club.
car? What?
Yeah.
What does that even
Well, what are you saying?
It's a van. It's a tour van.
I can live in a van. I can do it. I want to do it. Let's make a plan.
Let's do it.
Oh, I would open for you in any city, in any town.
Thank you. It's been fantastic to see you again.
You
and,
too. WayNe LosTsouL. Give it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
very
much.
much.
Have
Thank you.
some fun time. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. Like
Brought the buttons down.